Here's young Ben, and wanted to talk about my doctor's appointment yesterday with the diabetes doctor, and I wanted to talk about some customer service that I received at a fast food restaurant. So any of you out there that might have the diabetes, pay attention to what I'm saying here. About a year and a half ago, I got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and they put me on medicine, and I changed my eating habits and started eating a whole lot better and quit eating a lot of, some of the stuff I just don't eat near as much, but I still have some of the stuff that I liked. I quit drinking sodas. I will occasionally have a Dr. Pepper or something like that, but I used to drink Mountain Dew every day, and I drink a lot of it, and I can't even drink the stuff anymore. It's too sweet. So anyway, for probably about a year, I was eating healthy. My sugar numbers were down, but I wasn't losing no weight. So the doctor there, he changed my medication, and the weight started coming off. And now in the last 6 months, I have lost about 30 pounds. I go see him every 3 months. My last doctor's appointment, I was 257 pounds. And then this time I was 241 and lost that, 12 pounds in 3 months. So that's pretty good. Anyway, if you're on the diabetes medication, make sure that you're eating right. Check your numbers, like you're supposed to. I'm supposed to do it 3 times a day, but I don't. I do it maybe twice a day. Honestly, sometimes I don't do it at all, but I should. But anyway, doing really well. The cholesterol's good. Got that down because I quit eating some of that food, and I'm on medication for that too. But there is hope. If you're eating right and you got the type 2 diabetes and you ain't losing weight, you need to talk to your doctor maybe about changing your medication. The next subject I wanted to talk about is, after that, me and the wife took the granddaughter and we went to Chick-fil-A, and I was wearing my U.S. Army hat, and I went up to the register and I placed the order, and the wife had the granddaughter getting everything set up at the table, and the lady at the register taking my order, she called for a manager, and one of her co-workers standing there said, well, what do you need? Maybe I can help. She goes, nope, I need a manager. I had no idea what was going on. I thought maybe she hit the wrong button or something, and he comes over there and punches the button on that there register and walks away. And she goes, gave you a 10% discount for being in the military. And I said, oh, well, you didn't have to do that, but thank you. Yeah, 10% discount. We about got the granddaughter's food for free. So I go back to the table, wait for him to bring the food, and the wife says, can you go get a knife and some napkins and some mayonnaise? I was like, yeah, I will get it. Well, as soon as I get up from the table, there's some woman, I don't even know if she worked there or not. She didn't have a uniform on. She could have been there off work or whatever. I thought she was just another patron. And she goes, here's a knife. She goes, what else do you need? I'm like, man, you don't have to do that. I'm after quite a few things. I'll go up there and get it, but I appreciate it very much. And then while we were sitting there eating, the manager's out there wandering around in the eating area, and he'd taken one of their chicken biscuits and cut it into fourths, and he was going around giving people samples of it. And then he come by our table probably 3 or 4 times, see if we needed anything, offering to get us the refill so we didn't have to walk up there to get it. And they were doing that with everybody. It wasn't just me, because they thought I was in the military, which I was. I was in the Army 5 years, including my reserve time. And that was real nice. Everybody was friendly and smiling. And like a lot of these, You go up to, usually it's McDonald's. There's a few of them got some people that'll smile, but man, for a long time, these youngins working in these places, they act like you putting them out, just asking them to do their job and take your order and get it right. You know, they take your order, they hand it to you out the window, and then they don't say nothing. They're like, "Now here you go, now get out of my face." Now, they don't say that, but that's what it seems like. Some of these people today, man, whatever happened to service with a smile? You may not be, you working at McDonald's, you may not want to stay working there, but that's where you're working right now. You got to pay your bills. You're in the food service industry. Be nice to the people that's coming there, because if the people weren't coming there, you wouldn't be no need for you, and then you wouldn't have that job. And I think it's real nice. And I always say something when I go through the drive-thru somewhere, which I don't go very often because, like I said, I change waiting habits. But when I go through the drive-thru, if there's somebody, you know, being polite and smiling, I'll tell them thank you, and I tell them they're doing a good job. And I've even called a manager to the window before, or up to the counter, just to compliment that employee on the way they're doing their job. You know, people are quick nowadays to complain about stuff, but what about when people do things right? I know they're just doing what they get paid for, but there's so many people that don't do what they're getting paid for, and people will complain sometimes. More times than not, people will complain when something's wrong, but when it's right, they don't say much. So I just want to give my props to the Chick-fil-A, and tell them they're doing a good job. You know, their employees are always nice and courteous. I've never been disrespected or somebody wasn't courteous or anything to me anytime I've gone to the Chick-fil-A. And like I said, there's been a couple of McDonald's too, and even a Wendy's one time, and they was nice and polite, and I'll say something about it. But every single Chick-fil-A I ever been to, I get the same treatment. They're very respectful, and I appreciate that. And I just want to let you all know that there is somebody out there. If you work in the food service and you're nice and polite, I appreciate that. And if I go to a sit-down restaurant and you do your job, you know, and you're treating me with respect, and you're checking on my drinks and seeing if we need anything more than once, you know, during the whole time I'm sitting there eating, you're gonna get a good tip. You ain't gonna have to worry about asking for it. But I will tell you this: if I'm with a big party and you automatically put a tip on there, you're getting exactly what you asked for. If you hadn't done that, you'd have got more money than what we're supposed to give as a tip. So that's just a little tip there from your Uncle Ben. You see me in there with a bunch of people, and you add the tip, the gratuity to the ticket, you're gonna get exactly what you asked for, not a cent more. You give me good service and you don't put that on there, you're gonna get a bigger tip than what you're supposed to get, because I know that's what you in your that's how you earn your money. So anyways, y'all have a good evening, and I'm gonna see if I can put another video out here on the YouTubes tomorrow too, so keep tuned. I just got to think of something to talk about. Y'all have a good Friday, be careful, and just remember this: your Uncle Ben loves you, and so does Jesus. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.